sponsors, on board if you're having the old, like, original ECW kind of, semi-violence that was going on. So I don't know. I'm not sure that's I think it's probably a good idea, getting somebody like Sean Merriman, getting A.J. Brzezinski. I know Ryan Dempster from the Cubs is a huge WWE fan. The fact that it's lasted as long as it has, even in these down, economic times, is a tribute to Vince, for starters, and all the people that have worked with it. So, would it be great to go back to the golden years? Probably, as far as the wrestlers are concerned and the true hardcore fans are concerned. But I don't think you're going to see that anytime soon on Monday Night Raw.
Now, and also, Mike, anyone that's been in the WWE even for a short period of time, not even people that have had a very prominent role on television, such as yourself, at some point it seems like they get contacted by good old TNA. So, two-part question: do you ever get a chance to watch TNA? And at any point, have you been contacted by them, or would you even consider working with them in any capacity?
Oh, I would. I would in a heartbeat. I haven't chanced. I'm more of a doer than a watch people doing it. The older you get, one of the toughest things, I'll start all over again, one of the toughest things to do once you retire from football is to find something that can fill that actually unfillable void. I mean, when you're 26 years old, 27 years old, and you're playing on Monday Night Football or Sunday afternoon, there is no drug, there is no elixir that is as powerful as the rush that you get from playing on Sunday afternoon. So I've spent most of my post-athletic career trying to do things to fill that void. I've ridden bulls in a all-comers bull rider show. I've parachuted, skydived with a surfboard, dove off a 10-meter tower in Sydney, Australia at the 2000 Olympic Games. I mean, those are, I'm not saying that anybody should ever do that. I'm just basically nuts. But I've desperately tried to find that place that I need to be that was so comfortable and so exciting. And I would go in a heartbeat. I'd have to readjust my schedule a little bit. I would make sure, though, I would definitely make sure this time around that I knew TNA inside and out and all the people who competed in it and their backgrounds, because I think that was the biggest mistake that I made with the WWE.
And Todd, I know that you had one parting question for Mike as well as we round down our time.
Yeah, absolutely. I was curious. Were you surprised when they actually made you the Raw GM, number one, and then number two? Was there anything that was in the pipeline that you didn't get a chance to do there because you ended up leaving?
Well, like I said, I thought that certainly at one of the WrestleManias I would be brought back, to a crescendo of booze, and I would like to be, one of the Golden Knights and parachute into the stadium. Obviously, you couldn't do that at a Reliance Stadium, but when it was down in Florida, that would have hit the Citrus Bowl. That would have been so cool. Hey, wait, there's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's Adamle. Oh, my God. Yeah, that would have been great. I would love to do that.
Mike, I think as we round down our time here with you, obviously, as many fans in the Chicago area know, you're doing the sports thing. You've done it for many years, and I think tonight, Blade, as we switch gears from wrestling back to football once again, maybe one of the biggest upsets in Monday Night Football history, a 10-point lead.
Oh, don't jinx it.
A 10-point lead. Now 11-point lead for the Bills over the Patriots.
It's 5.5. It's Dick Duran, man. This could all end in a second.
Former Chicago Bears head coach. Mike, this transitions into your work with the NBC affiliate down in Chicago. I've heard some great things from my good long-time friend going back to the Empire Sports Network, Josh Moore. I know that we talked about that off air. But I hear that you're dabbling.
Just let me say something about Dick Duran, okay? And I'm not sure how he is received in Buffalo because every city is a little bit different. I know he's a quiet, soft-spoken guy, but he's very, very bright. He's not unlike Dick LeBeau. They play together with the Detroit Lions. He's a consummate guy, and the best thing about him is if he's got something to say to you about as a player, he will never throw you under the bus. You will never see a comment from him in a local newspaper. He will grab that guy and say, Mike Adamle, listen, I need you to do this. I need you to stop doing this, and this was just between you and me. You walk out of the door, and you have great respect for the guy. Anybody who's ever played for Dick Duran has great respect for him.
This obviously transitions into what you're up to, of course, doing the sports on NBC, the NBC affiliate in Chicago. And I hear through the pipeline as well that you're digging back into the triathlon once again, Mike.
Yeah, I turned 60 this year in about 2 weeks, and I got a call from the Ironman people. I've done it a couple of times before, but on October 10th, I'll be swimming 2.4 miles, biking 112, and running a marathon. All those things are back to back to back. You've got 17 hours to do it. I expect it to do around 12, and it's the de facto championship, the Ford Ironman Championship in Kona, Hawaii. So I'm a mere shadow of my former self. I started at 209 back in April, and I weigh 184 now. So.
Well, best of luck to you on that. Mike.
Geez, guys half his age couldn't do that.
That's right. He's had a long and illustrious career. And Blade, I think there's people that are here in just the Western New York area alone that are 60 years old that couldn't hold a candle to what Mike has done and/or even doing right now.
Or 30-year-old.
Remember, I got sort of a New York background because I played a couple of years with the Jets. I got traded from the Chiefs to the Jets about 4 years after they were removed from the Super Bowl. So I played with Joe Namath and Emerson Boozer and Matt Snell and these guys. So,
real quick, Mike, I'm looking at your Wikipedia page. They don't have that on there. I literally, as we speak, am adding the Jets to your Wikipedia page. Was it before or after the Bears?
This was before. I got drafted back when they had 20 rounds. I got drafted in the 4th round by the Chiefs. I played there 2 years and got traded to the Jets. I played there 2 years and got traded to the Bears. And my last 3 seasons in the league were Walter Payton's first 3 seasons. And I'm the answer to the trivia question. The only game that Walter Payton didn't start was his rookie year against the Pittsburgh Steelers, who were then the world champions.
Wow.
And I became the answer to another trivia question behind that. I'm sorry to talk so much. Is in the 1970s, only 2 players gained over 100 yards against the Steel Curtain and Three Rivers. I was one, having played in that game that Walter didn't, and O.J. Simpson was the other one. So, even though I had a pedestrian career, I did have a few moments of greatness.
You're getting your Football Man Nation, you're getting your Gladiators, and, of course, you're getting the wrestling. Mike, on behalf of myself and Blade and the chairman of the board, we've been doing this thing for 7.5 years, and, every time that someone's willing to give us their first, as the fans like to call them, the first post-WWE comments, we knew that we were going to hit a home run, and I did promise you some surprises, and hopefully, the Nitro and Stab calling and the Colin Delaney calling set you back from a positive perspective, so you could look back at your tremendous career, both within the confines of the WWE as well as American Gladiators.
Well, Mosh, let me just say, anytime, anywhere, any place, I'd be more than happy to do it. Thanks for treating me with kid gloves. Like I said, things didn't work out the way I wanted them to work out with the WWE, but I have nothing respect for all the people who run the show, from Vince on down, and certainly the superstars who made me feel at home.